Good evening, students, and once again, welcome in the world of business studies. Today, I will continue the principles of management given by Henry Fayol. In the previous classes, I have already told you about division of work and authority and responsibility. Today, I will take the principle discipline. Principles of management by Henry Fayol. Today's principle is principle of discipline. What is this discipline principle as per Henry Fayol? अगर हम डिसिप्लिन बोलते हैं तो आप लोग के मन में क्या जाता है? स्कूल में बच्चे डिसिप्लिन का फीलिंग करते हैं. Everyone talks about discipline. Every teacher talks about discipline. Principal talks about discipline. It seems that discipline is for just students. ऐसा आपको लगता है? और मैं बच्चों से बराबर कहता हूँ कि डिसिप्लिन का मतलब होता है सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन, कि यू हैव टू बी सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन, यू हैव टू मास्टर योर सेल्फ, you have to control yourself. But here, in case of management, Henry Fayol says that principle of discipline is not only for lower level employees but also for management. Principle of discipline not only for employees but also for management. Discipline means obedience to rules and regulation of the organization. Obedience to rules and regulation of the organization, and this is equally applicable to employees as well as मैनेजमेंट. ऐसा नहीं केवल एम्प्लॉयज को ही डिसिप्लिन फॉलो करना होगा, मैनेजमेंट को भी फॉलो करना होगा. लेट मी साइट एन एग्जांपल. सपोज management has got a big order and they have to complete this order in 2 days. Now management requests workers that you have to work overtime and fulfill this order. If you will do this, we will give you overtime, we will increase your salary, your wages, like that they promise. So workers work hard and they fulfill that work within 2 days. Work is complete, management is happy, but they forgot to fulfill their promise. They did not pay overtime wages, they did not increase the salary. It is the violation of the rules and regulation. Management has violated the discipline principle. So what is the conclusion? That discipline means obedience to rules and regulation of the organization, and everyone has to follow that rule. This is discipline. None will be spared, be it employees or management. So this is the principle of discipline. आप अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं कि फ्योल ने इस प्रिंसिपल को कितना समझ बूझ करके लागू किया है. How this will be beneficial to the organization. Advantages are good effect. इसके फायदे क्या होंगे? अगर ये अप्लाई होता है तो इसके फायदे क्या होंगे? स्मूथ एंड सिस्टमैटिक फंक्शनिंग ऑफ द बिजनेस। पहला, सिस्टमैटिक एंड स्मूथ फंक्शनिंग ऑफ business. Second one, better relations between management and employees. Better relations between management and employees. Of course, अगर मैनेजमेंट अपने प्रोमिसेस को पूरा करता है, वर्कर्स ने अपने प्रॉमिस को पूरा किया, मैनेजमेंट ने भी पूरा किया, तो उनके बीच का संबंध कितना अच्छा होगा। बेटर रिलेशंस, सिस्टमैटिक एंड स्मूथ फंक्शनिंग ऑफ बिजनेस, गुड रिपुटेशन, और इससे फर्म को अच्छी रिपुटेशन मिलेगी मार्केट में, माउथ पब्लिसिटी मिलेगी। मोरल, increased morale, of employees, ये। और अगर इसके विपरीत इसका वायलेशन होता है तो सिस्टमैटिक फंक्शनिंग नहीं होगी, मैनेजमेंट और एम्प्लॉय के बीच में बिटर रिलेशन होंगे, बेटर नहीं बिटर रिलेशन होंगे, रिपुटेशन मार्केट में खराब होगी और एम्प्लॉयज का मोरल डाउन होगा, they will not be motivated to work for the organization. So this is principle of discipline. Let us now move to the next principle. What is the next principle? This is unity of command. This is fourth principle. Unity of command principle. Unity of command principle says that command or order should be given to a subordinate only by one superior at a time. एक समय में केवल एक सुपीरियर ही सबऑर्डिनेट को कमांड देगा। If more than one superior, two superiors, three superiors will give command to a single subordinate, he will get confused. He will not be able to understand whose order he has to follow first. So he will get confused. And there will be dispute in between superiors also. If he fulfills the order of superior A, then B is angry. If he fulfills the order of B, then superior A will be annoyed with that subordinate. So subordinate will get confused. Therefore, orders should be given from one superior to a subordinate. एक समय में अनेक सुपीरियर सबऑर्डिनेट को ऑर्डर नहीं करेंगे. सुपीरियर्स A, B, C and this is subordinate D तो order should not come like this. This is wrong. This should be like this. Each subordinate should receive order and be accountable to only one superior. दूसरे लैंग्वेज में each subordinate should receive order from only one superior at a time. Each subordinate should receive order and be accountable to only one superior at a time. You can write this. Good effects are advantages अगर ये प्रिंसिपल को फॉलो किया जाता है तो उसके गुड इफेक्ट क्या होंगे? पहला, रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, देयर विल बी नो कंफ्यूजन इन द माइंड ऑफ सबऑर्डिनेट. नंबर 1, नो कंफ्यूजन in the mind of subordinates. सबऑर्डिनेट के मन में कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं, क्लियर कट ऑर्डर एक बॉस से मिला है उसको फुलफिल करना है, नो कंफ्यूजन. दूसरा, अथॉरिटी कैन बी रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कैन बी इजिली फिक्स्ड. रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कैन बी इजिली फिक्स्ड. क्यों? अगर ए बी सी तीनों ने डी को ऑर्डर किया, डी ने किसी का काम नहीं किया, अब पूछने पे कहता है कि सर बी ने ऑर्डर किया था, हम उनका काम करने में बिजी हो गए, सी ने ऑर्डर किया था, हम उनका काम करने लगे, आपका कैसे करें? तो ही विल गिव एक्सक्यूजेस, वैलिड एक्सक्यूजेस ही हैज. देयरफॉर responsibility cannot be fixed if this principle is not followed. If principle is followed, there is no confusion, and subordinate if fails to fulfill the orders, then he will be responsible. His responsibility can be easily fixed. Better performance as subordinate receive order from one superior only. Better work, एक व्यक्ति से ऑर्डर आएगा तो बेटर वर्क कर पाएगा, अच्छे से फोकस कर पाएगा. और क्या है? अवॉइडेंस ऑफ ईगो क्लैसेस. ईगो क्लैश डज नॉट एराइज नहीं होगा. और अगर नहीं फॉलो करते हैं तो देयर विल बी कंफ्यूजन इन द माइंड ऑफ सबऑर्डिनेट. Work will not be performed properly, responsibility cannot be easily fixed, and there will be ego clashes in the minds of superiors. So this will ruin the atmosphere. Discipline will be in hot water in such a circumstance when multiple superiors give orders to one subordinate at a time. So this is the principle of unity of command. I hope these two principles are clear to you. You have to understand what is the meaning of that principle and what are its implications, what are its positive effects and what are its negative effects. So thank you all, and please share with your friends, give your likes and write in comment section if you find anything commentable. Thank you.